Welcome back to the channel. We are here July 10th, and this is going to be the breakdown for the NBA Finals Game 3 in Milwaukee between the Bucks and the Phoenix Suns. This is your boy Chef D. We're cooking it up. Another parlay, another prop, another pick. We're going to keep it rolling, and I want to go 3 for 3, man. I'm sick of this. Especially how the props ended in the previous game. It was kind of insane. We were on point. Giannis scored 42 points. That's well over the 26 and a half. He finished with 12 rebounds. The prop was at 12 and a half. That is heartbreaking. That is very, very heartbreaking. And then DeAndre Ayton struggled, but still performed very well and still got a double-double, but didn't get 2 extra rebounds. So, wait, let me just double-check that. Did he have 11 or did he have 10? Let's just double-check that. He had 11. So, another one. 1.5 away from that prop as well. Just heartbreaking, crushing losses from there if you took all 3. I do, I recommend you guys doing 1-1. Just do it separately instead of a parlay, because 1 can kill you in a parlay. You know, you'd rather have, 1 out of 3 correct or 2 out of 3, you're still profiting. It's just a mindset. Maybe if you have enough money, you could do all 3 and then have 1 as a parlay. It's a multiple array of things you could do, but those props were solid, especially the points one. I think you had to think Giannis will wake back up, especially in the second game back. So we're gonna hop into game 3. We have a change of venue now in Milwaukee. Phoenix and that insane crowd is out the picture. Now Milwaukee comes through with their home crowd, and we know how the Milwaukee players play at home. We know how Holiday steps up, we know how Middleton steps up, and some of the role players. So I'm going to go with a more Milwaukee-based centric lineup. You can switch it around. You can have it, more Phoenix players. It's all up to your preference. But for me, for my sake, I'm recommending a Jrue Holiday, a Giannis Antetokounmpo, or Middleton at that captain position. The cheapest one is going to be Holiday, and he kind of tends to do around the same range. So he has a 56, a 62, and a 41. He's very predicated on the defensive side. He obviously will score. He took the second most shots on the team in game 2. So I'm looking at it how Antetokounmpo's 1, and he's getting a little more involved now, coming back from his injury. And then Holiday, number 2, being more aggressive. Holiday is going to have to step up to that next level. They're going to get a win in the game, in this series. All right, if this series is going to go 6-7, which I think it should, then Holiday is going to have to step up. Middleton, obviously, but Holiday's defense on Chris Paul or switching over to Devin Booker is going to be very, very huge. And he does a lot, man. He does a lot. He affects both sides of the ball. And the steals are another thing. So 2 in that game prior, but they're gonna step it up another notch. So Milwaukee Bucks are gonna have to win this game. They're gonna have to limit the Phoenix Suns transition, and they're gonna have to watch the switches and play tighter defense. They can't have open threes from Mikal Bridges, for Jay Crowder. You can't. You're going to get killed like that. And they're going to have to play tighter defense on Chris Paul, because he was like 4 for 6 from that 3-point line as well. You got to watch out for that, and Devin Booker. So tighter defense, not being lazy, but the change of venue and crowd is going to be huge. I love Jrue Holiday. He's the cheapest out of the top tier guys at that captain position. That's why I went with him, and you can fill in the rest. You still have $6,400 remaining salary for 2 more positions, so you can get creative. You can get Connaughton at that util spot. His price at util is $3,800, and then you can find someone cheaper under that. Or if you like, you might want to pay up for a Cam Johnson or maybe a Cameron Payne, and you can go there. And that's pretty much your limit if you decide to go this way. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he is trying to, motivate this team. You saw it on the commercial break in game 2 when he was hounding his guys, playing harder, giving it 100%. And he stepped up with 42 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, and 1 steal. He has to work on the free throws. I mean, that's 7 points right there. that this could have been a 3-point game if he made his free throws. If he made his free throws, this would have been a much closer game. But that you gotta factor in. He's gonna miss. He's gonna miss at least not majority, but a good percentage of his free throws. That's the bad part. And you don't need that in the NBA Finals. So Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to have to continue to be aggressive. I like what he did in Game 2. He's going to have to bring it back in Game 3 and affect both sides of the ball, playing that defense. Milwaukee, the only way Milwaukee wins is if they play tight defense. Middleton is going to have to step up as well. So, other than Giannis, other two favorite captains, if I want to focus on the Milwaukee side, is going to be Middleton and Jrue Holiday because they're going to be cheaper and the upside is there. So Middleton shooting 1 for 6 from the 3-point line is very, very rare. Very, very rare. He's a very good 3-point shooter. He's a very good shooter, period. Him shooting 1 for 6 or 5 for 16 is once in a blue moon. It happened like once or twice already this playoff run, but that's going to change. That's going to change. So I might even like Middleton even more because I know the upside is there, and he's put the team on his back in several occasions. The 26, 8, and 13 performance against Atlanta, the performance against Brooklyn when he had 38, 7, and 11. And most of these games are in Milwaukee. So him as a home favorite as well, and with that home crowd, Middleton is going to be very, very huge. I think Jrue Holiday and Middleton are going to be big, big keys. I need them in my lineup, and that means I need Giannis too. So I'm really liking the Bucks. If we're looking at a particular Phoenix Sun, if I'm just going off, I need to have one, right? And then you're looking at salary. You got Devin Booker at 10-6. You got Chris Paul at 9-8, and then you got DeAndre Ayton at 9K flat. So Devin Booker, for him to go off, he needs a lot of points. He needs a lot of points. As you can see right here, he's consistently in that 40 point, 30, 29. Unless he really goes off, he's going to be in that range, that 30 to 40 range right there. But you're paying a very premium price. Chris Paul, he's going to stay at that 40 DK range unless he really goes off and scores well over 30 points. That's where you can see 32 points, 53 DK, 41.67 DK. Okay? But consistency, and it doesn't matter. Even he had a bad game and still got you a 40 burger. Give me DeAndre Ayton at the cheaper price, giving me the almost near the same production as Devin Booker at $1,600 cheaper. So give me DeAndre Ayton at 9K. Double machine. He's going to affect both sides of the ball. That's what I want. Even in a poor performance, he still came through. 10 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 3 steals. Very, very active big man. Was able to get to the free throw line just a little bit. And I see a repeat performance because he has the size advantage and is a very, very key going up against Milwaukee because they want to go with that smaller lineup. All right? Cheaper guys to look below this, like I said before, is going to be Cam Johnson. It's going to be a Pat Connaughton, especially Pat Connaughton. That's one that you want to put in at the util spot. He's been getting more and more minutes. 30 in that last game in Atlanta. Then Phoenix 28. Then 34 in Game 2. So the minutes are up. The production is up. He hit 4 for 9 from the 3-point line. That is good. And he is chipping in with rebounds and a couple steals here and there. Let's go over to FanDuel and check the type of lineup build you're going to have over here. And it's going to be tighter. It is going to be tighter because the salary is jacked up all the way to the top. So right here I have Jrue Holiday. You can switch out if you want Middleton instead. But the key components in every lineup for me are going to be Ayton and Giannis. People in these NBA Finals, in these tighter contested games, I want guys that affect both sides of the ball. They're going to affect the rims, getting rebounds, steals, blocks. That is huge in playoff games, and that's going to be DeAndre Ayton because he's the biggest man on the court, and that's going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo because he is the most important person on the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay? And he's being used at a very high clip. Those are the main two cogs. And then you got to fill in the rest, okay? If you want to have Jrue Holiday at the captain, if you want to mix in Chris Paul, if you want to have Devin Booker, fine. But as long as you have AYTON and Antetokounmpo, you should have a solid core, okay? And then fill in the rest, all right? So now let's look over to FanDuel at the props. Now we're going to be a little bit bullish over here. We're going to go with Milwaukee Bucks, making this series 2-1. I think it's currently at -180. Give me the Milwaukee Bucks money line. Jrue Holiday, I looked at his points over. I love that at over 19.5. I think he definitely gets 20 points. Him being more aggressive, taking that ball to Chris Paul, to Devin Booker, straight to the hole, getting some easy buckets, knocking down some threes. If you want to switch out Jrue Holiday and put Chris Middleton instead, his prop, I believe, is at that 24.5 or 25.5 range. Be mindful of that, but I definitely do like those guys to bounce back in Milwaukee. And one of the key components for the last one is going to be the under 21.5. That's predicated on Milwaukee Bucks defense. I don't think they can beat the Phoenix Suns in a shootout. They're going to have to play tighter defense. Obviously, they have the capability to do it because they have the three-point shooters, but it's just they're too fluid. Phoenix is a very fluid team. They pass the ball. They're not selfish. And if you get into those high 118 and 120s, Phoenix tends to win. I think it's going to be a more defensive battle. And these over-unders are coming very, very close in the first two games. All right, so it can easily go the opposite way. I'm going to go with the under for Game 3. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys appreciate the core that I have for tomorrow and the props. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know on Instagram as well. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at metsnetsjets, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Also, one more thing, we're going to transition into the NFL videos. We're going to start off with the NFC East breakdown, and I'm going to get that to you very, very soon. But we're going to start transition to football because the finals are going to last about another maybe week. We will see, week and a half. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace out.